Welcome in, everyone. This is the JLash where the takes are hot, the debates are loud, and the sports never stop. I'm your host, Jackson Lasher. Let's get into it. So today we were talking about the Army-Navy game that was played yesterday, Navy beating Army, and then we were talking about the college football playoffs and Raiders versus Eagles, with some basketball with the Philadelphia 76ers, with some hockey with the Philadelphia Flyers. They lost in the shootout, but we will get to that later. So the main focus as of right now is Navy beating Army 17-16, which is absolutely amazing. Both played a really good game, but the Army goes down to 6-6, which is very unfortunate. Which they are now 4-5 in the American. So they're not really hammering as much as the Navy is, because the Navy is 10-2 and they are 8-1 in the American. So this is definitely a very big game to play. And in my opinion, I think that the Navy definitely was going to win this from the start. I mean, both of their quarterbacks had the same amount of passing yards, 82. So I'm not really shocked. They are. I mean, I wouldn't say either of them are like a big passing team, but I think they are an okay passing team. But I think they have a pretty good running game, in my opinion. But really, it was a really close game, in my opinion. It came down to the wire. So Navy, the midshipmen, won, which is very good. I like that. So I mean, I don't really care who wins. They both serve our country, which I am very thankful for. But both of them are a very good team. I saw the president pulled up to the game yesterday, so not really much there. But really, it was overall a very good game. So now let's move on to college football playoffs. So the playoff schedule looks like it is going to be number 8 Oklahoma versus number 9 Alabama, and then that's on the 19th. Saturday, December 20th is going to be number 10 Miami versus number 7 Texas A&M. Then and same date is going to be number 11 Tulane versus number 6 Ole Miss, and then number 12 James Madison versus number 5 Oregon. So really well going on. I'm very excited to watch these teams play. In my opinion, they are all pretty good teams. I think the best team award really in the playoffs has to go to number 5 Oregon, because Oregon was a very good team. They are number 5. They have a very solid offense and defense all around. Their defensive line is they're very good. But really, I totally think that they are a very good team all around. And come on, Oregon, they have one of the better stadiums besides Beaver Stadium. Beaver Stadium really has not one of the best fans, but they have some very passionate fans. And when they had to fire James Franklin, they were some of them were happy, some of them were sad. James Franklin era had to come to an end, Penn State, at some point, because they were just not doing good under him. But really, I'm glad that he's off to Virginia Tech, where he needs to be. But really, when it comes to as far as fans go, I totally think that they're one of the most passionate fans. They still showed up, even though James Franklin really wasn't doing the best he could, and I'm still very proud of that fan base. But really, I totally think that they're going to do really well. So I think that all the playoffs are going to be really good, in my opinion. I'm very excited to cover some college football playoffs, because I'm a college football kind of dude. So I want to watch. If anything, I really want to see Oklahoma win, because one of my family members went to Oklahoma. So Now, moving on to really what I want to talk about is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Almost said Oakland, because, they were in Oakland for such a long time. But, of course, everyone wanted to leave Oakland. But really, I really think that the Philadelphia Eagles should win this. Let's see. 2-11 team, 1-5 away. And we have not lost to the Raiders at home since 1976. So what does that mean? That the Eagles should be able to win this very easily, in my opinion. Geno Smith is questionable. or no, he is completely out. So that's unfortunate for Las Vegas. And it looks like Kenny Pickett is going to get his revenge game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm very excited to see how that goes, because he didn't play really good for the Eagles. In fact, he played pretty bad in my opinion. Just interception, and he just couldn't get the ball down the field. It's so bad. Like, my God. So I'm glad that they decided to. I'm glad he decided to leave. Jalen Hurts. I heard some controversy about him being benched, and the next guy would be Tanner McKee, which I totally think they should let Hurts maybe. I mean, I'm not blaming this all on Hurts. I'm blaming this all on Kevin Patullo. So we'll have to kind of see how he manages the team. Let's say that. But really, I think that he will manage the team okay today, because they should be pretty good against the Las Vegas Raiders. But Jalen Hurts, 2,754 passing yards, which is very good. But they should use Saquon Barkley today, in my opinion, because really, I don't think the Las Vegas Raiders have a chance against him. They don't really have they just don't really have a good offensive and defensive line, in my opinion. Even in Oakland, they just weren't good. But they were good a while ago, but like not now. They are not good now, because whenever I see them, I'm like, are they doing good? I'm like, no, they are not doing well. So yeah, it's completely fine. But yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles should definitely win against the Raiders. Definitely. Our defense, I think, is going to definitely try their best, but really, I totally think that they're going to win. The weather, I will talk about it on the weather forecast today, but really, it's going to be pretty cold. So, yeah. And now let's talk about some basketball. The Philadelphia 76ers went against the Indiana Pacers a few days ago, 115-105. They are now 14-10, so they are 4 games above 500. With Joel Embiid stepping up, retro Embiid scoring 39 points, which is absolutely amazing. Our defense is definitely it's okay, but our offense, I think, is really good. But really, I don't have any bad things to say about them or their offense and defenses in general. But they are definitely playing really, really well. And I think they have a game today, so they are playing the Atlanta Hawks today, away at 6 p.m. today. Tyrese Maxey, I think, is going to be in, but we have a 43% or like 44% chance of winning, which is very unfortunate, but it's whatever. So now with the Philadelphia Flyers, that they lost against the Carolina Hurricanes in a shootout, 4-3. Shane Gottesbeer got the win. He was a former Flyer. Jackson Blake had nothing to really do with that win. Trevor Zegras had 1 goal and 1 assist, and that decreases the Philadelphia Flyers record to 16-9-5. But really, I think we are definitely starting to roll a little bit more. So yeah, I think we are playing the Carolina Hurricanes today again. I'm pretty sure, from what I saw, they are playing today at 5 p.m. at Carolina. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. So now, moving on to the Philly Sports Shenanigans with JLash coming up. Welcome to Philly Sports Shenanigans. I'm your host for Philly Sports Shenanigans, Jackson Lasher, and now is the time of year where people, specifically Eagles fans, are going to start throwing snow at opposing players and opposing teams that are sitting in the stands. Since it snowed in Philly last night, I totally think that is going to happen again. So people are just going to start booing, and they're just going to start throwing snow. I mean, hopefully they don't. But I mean, if they do, I wouldn't be shocked. But hopefully, yeah, that doesn't happen. So that's pretty much about it. Now let's move on to the next segment, which is JLash or Trash. Welcome to JLash or Trash. I'm your host for JLash or Trash, Jackson Lasher, and some hot takes today. Jalen Hurts should be benched. Not completely, but I do kind of agree with that. Reason is, he hasn't been playing the best, but it's not his fault. It's Kevin Petullo's fault. But really, I mean, maybe they should give him a standing ovation from what I heard. They should do the same thing that they did for the Phillies, for the Philadelphia Eagles. Maybe it will fix the team altogether. So yeah, I totally think that Jalen Hurts maybe should be not benched, but maybe just sit out for like a few minutes. You know what I mean? And are the Phillies starting to crumble? Yes, but no, because the Philadelphia Eagles are. I mean, they were a good team. They won the Super Bowl last year, as we all know. Well, this year, like February of this year. But really, I totally think that I think they're a good team. They just need to fire Kevin Petullo. Yeah, I mean, I think that's really the only issue. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So now moving on to the JLash Show weather report coming now. Hey everybody, welcome to the JLash Weather Center. I'm your chief meteorologist, Jackson Lasher, and it was a very snowy day today. We got around 5 inches of snow, I think. So yeah, just be careful when you're driving. Make sure to clear off your car, as Pennsylvania laws make you do so. And really, it's going to be cold. The temperature is going to continue to drop, and it's going to be around a low. The wind chill low is going to be around 2 degrees. So it's going to be cold when you walk out the door tomorrow, and the low is going to be around like 15 degrees today, so it's going to be really cold going into tomorrow. It's going to continue to be below freezing, so the snow will stay on the ground until the temperatures rise above freezing, which is going to be around Wednesday. And including for the Eagles game, it's going to be really cold. So make sure you bundle up for the Eagles game with your jersey on top, of course. But overall, it's going to be a really pleasant day today. And if you want to go play out in the snow, today is definitely a good day to do so. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Now moving on to our Winter Storm HQ. Which we got some very good snowfall, in my opinion. Really, it's not going to stick around for much longer, so just enjoy it while you can. 5 inches of snow in December for us is very, very good. So enjoy it while it lasts. So now moving on to the JLash Show weather of the week. So today is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 32 degrees. Monday is going to be cloudy with a high of 27 degrees. Tuesday is going to be sunny with a high of 31 degrees. Wednesday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 43 degrees. Thursday is going to be rainy with a 55% chance of rain with a high of 54 degrees. Friday is going to be rainy with an 85% chance of rain with a high of 56 degrees. After that, it's going to cool down. Saturday is going to be cloudy with a high of 38 degrees. Sunday is going to be cloudy with a high of 44 degrees. And then Monday is going to be sunny with a high of 39 degrees. Tuesday is going to be cloudy with a high of 46. So overall, it's going to warm up, but then it's going to cool back down again. So now, back to the JLash Show. Welcome to your JLash, your How to Sports Report. I'm your How to Sports Report expert, Jackson Lasher, and I went to the boys basketball games a few days back. Unfortunately, they lost. Very unfortunate. They did hoop very well towards the end. It was a very close game. It came down to the wire, but unfortunately, they lost. The boys hockey team, they won, which is absolutely amazing. At Hatfield Ice, so I got to give them credit there. So that's pretty much about it for the JLash Show How to Sports Report, and that's pretty much about it for JLash Show Season 2, Episode 26. Make sure to follow my social media platforms, and my inquiries are jackson@thejlashow.com. That's me, and my business email is jlashow@gmail.com. And I also have a very special announcement. Both red and black teams for this year have responded, so they are going to be coming on in around March. So yeah, that's about it. And if you look up here, that's all the news for today. So that's about it. Have a good day, JLash Nation.